Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. Typically, it's the movie podcast where we're reviewing sequels, and the week before we interview people that worked on them and provide some pretty epic stories. But this time, Jamie cashed in a hall pass for a movie that we probably, even though it's not that long ago, just the cast of characters in it, a lot of them he's tried, we haven't gotten them, and I think it's pretty amazing because after covering Psycho 2 a few years ago, like that really way after Hitchcock sequel, this is the only other one that's like that with Birds to Land's End, right? Is there any other ones that they did years later?
I don't think so. But I just want to know if I could take my whole pass back.
Why? Really?
Oh, this movie's terrible.
Okay, I get it. Going into a movie like this, when you watch the trailer, you read anything about it.
I didn't watch the trailer.
Okay, I didn't watch the trailer either, so good. And I just didn't watch it before. But going into this, I was thinking this was going to be like that Birdemic movie. Like, I thought it was going to be on that level. And again, not a great movie, but dude, a lot better than I thought it'd be because of a movie that is like not sort of a sequel because it's not Tippi Hedren's name's not the same as the original.
Yeah, it's not a sequel. Has nothing to do with the first one.
Well, it's birds.
They're not the same bird. I'm assuming. I mean, I don't know if they're the same birds.
No, but this one's weird, right? Because the original is just ravens and crows, right? That's the original one. This one, it's every bird.
Okay, this one, birds have a personality.
Oh, dude.
Like, I mean, like this movie is just so. First of all, there's so many stupid things that could have been avoided. Things could have been. I mean, like there's so much, and then the ending. I mean, like the ending just ends. Like the way. I mean, we'll get there. I think is this a TV movie or is this like a real movie? Because
I think it was a TV movie. I think after on IMDb it says TV movie. But again, like you said, like this is 100% a movie that fits in the category. Could have been avoided or just leave. Like that. Dude, there's so many parts of this movie that just made zero sense.
Well,
like the newspaper that he's paying people and he says, there's Sleepy Island. There's not enough people there. I mean, there's too few people there that you notice someone new. Tippi Hedren goes, you must be new. And it's like, because there's only like 20 of us. And they need a friggin' newspaper and an editor?
There's a lot of questions with this movie. I mean, a lot. But I don't remember the first one. Does Tippi die in the first one?
No.
Okay. So why not use her as someone that experienced the birds? Like that's your connection, right? You have her in this movie. Just use her and say, hey, yes, I've been through this before. Whatever. And that would have been perfect. No, just give her a new character. Like
I know.
Like and
they had the chance too, right? Because remember when she says the birds, you notice the birds, right? And you're like, now she can just say, hey, remember that time?
I actually had to look her up to see if it was the same name. I thought she was playing her, the same character from the first movie. And then I looked it up. I'm like, different character? I'm like, so let me ask you this one question here. So, and I was a little confused on it. Is this just a summer rental?
Dude, it seemed like, I don't know, they never really mentioned too much about it. I thought it was just going to be like somebody in his family. Never said that. But the fact they go to this dumpy place, right? Why is he fixing it up? If somebody invites me to their place, I'm not hammering shit, right?
He's painting because they made it sound like it's a summer, like, for the family, like a summer like vacation. They're gonna work there. The kids, which I don't even know what the kids are gonna do down there because there's nothing to do down there.
Dude, remember when they say that? They go, we miss our friends, and they go, it's okay, you'll play with each other.
Yeah. He lets them. Okay, Okay, all right. There's a lot with this movie. There's also. I had to turn away from the dog scene, which
my God.
Okay,
and that was like a day. I think it was like a couple days after you sent to our little sequels only group chat with some of our guest reviewers. Was does the dog die.com?
I looked it up and I saw it. I'm like, okay, if they show it, I'm going to be annoyed. And sure enough, they show it. And like, God. And because I wasn't sure at first, but then I see this dog barking constantly. I'm like, this dog's never going to make it. You're like, you knew it, but like this movie, like I wasn't sure if it was a summer rental or not, because if it's a summer rental, why didn't they just leave? They had
I know.
there's too many weird things that happen in the first time the birds come in the house, I'm gone. Like I don't want to see spiders in my house, let alone, I mean, I know you've had experienced bats in your house,
Bats,
you know,
yep.
but you own the house, right?
Yes.
If I went to a vacation, Airbnb, and birds are flying through not just one, a whole room of birds.
Oh my God.
Again,
yeah.
I'm out of there. Like
I think in the realm of this movie, that's way after I would have left. Like in this movie,
correct.
That is like that's when the other bird comes back and talks to them. Their friendly bird.
Yeah. I mean, they should have left a long time ago. But like, and I wrote it down also. Like, why is he painting a summer rental? Like, that was so bizarre.
How do you know they want that freaking color? And I'm like, this is like old lead paint. The can was like so old and rusty. He's standing on a rickety ladder. And even when he falls off the one time, the kids are like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just messing around. I'm like, dude, you're hurt. You fell off a ladder.
The rental, the house is awful. Like, that's your vacation. Okay. All right. We got to get to this movie because it
made no sense. But we did get introduced to, and I always love that, no matter what, and no matter how you feel about a movie, the movie's like, if you don't like it, again, I'm not saying this is the best, but I always love when there's memorable characters. Like, there's 3 people in this movie that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. And it's just from watching movies, I'll be like, man, where's that guy?
Can I name one of them?
Oh, yeah. Although, I think you can. Can you name all 3?
Well, I don't know the names. So, of course, because I never know the names. But first of all, you had the creepy editor. Like
Frank,
who tried.
James Naughton, who's a pretty good actor.
No, he's done a lot of stuff. But I mean, he tried so hard. Like, I mean, like, it was so uncomfortable. I'm trying to think.
She was super attractive.
Oh,
she wasn't much after it, and she was pretty good. She actually, you know who she looked like? Idina Menzel, the voice of...
Yeah.
She had that sort of look to her, and I'm like, could this really be her?
She did. But yes, so definitely him. The old man that's creeping. The creeper. I'm trying to think of the third.
And the number one on the mountain for this movie.
You know what? I have it probably written down somewhere.
The doctor.
Oh my gosh.
/ mayor.
Yeah, it's one of those towns where everybody has multiple titles.
I love that bit in towns, like the small towns, like almost in Newhart. Daryl, my brother Daryl. Like everybody had all these different things. Or in Schitt's Creek, he was wasn't he? I didn't
watch Schitt's Creek.
Oh, dude, you got to watch it. But Chris Elliott, he's like the mayor, and then he's also like the town mechanic.
But that's like, and like this town is as small as Troll, or is it Troll? What did we watch?
Troll 2.
Yeah, Troll 2. Like it's these small towns that just like, you know, the veterinarian is also the banker, and it's like the sheriff is. It's just ridiculous. But yes, I forgot about him. And speaking of the editor guy, nothing came out of that whole situation. Like they hyped up this affair thing, but it really didn't come out. Like nothing went with it. Like it was brought up like briefly, but like it wasn't. I don't think like she acknowledged it. Like he said, like, "Oh, you're gonna hang out," but I don't like nothing came out of the affair at all.
I know there should have been like an argument for them to get isolated. Then he has to save her, but no, they were together after that. Remember, she didn't want to go in the office. And he overheard her on the phone with him, and he's like, "I'm so sorry about that."
But nothing came of it. Like it was like this whole big thing, and okay, all right, let's get.
I was hoping he wasn't going to be a creep, because the first time he could have been a creep, like he was looking at her creepy a bunch of times, but when they went out drinking, he was like kind of normal for a little bit. And then he was creepy when they were working in the office.
Because he was grooming her. He was
getting her.
Listen, he was planting such a bad seed about her husband. Like some of the things he said was so ridiculous.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she was falling for it. The things that happen in this movie are just like so over the top, and so many things. Again, so many things could have been avoided. She didn't see anything. She's working in a room with just him and her. The amount of times that he creeped on her, she laughed it off. Like it was like funny. Like, really? It was funny?
Oh my God, dude. When he says one thing about like the way the dad is coping with the death of their kid.
God. Yeah.
He was like, yeah, well, maybe he's just, that's who he is now.
Yeah,
It's like,
so
whoa.
ridiculous. And she's like, yeah, like she's like listening to him, like
She was, I know.
Oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous.
All right.
Okay.
So now we open up and we see seagulls, which is like, why? Why are there seagulls? And then we just see this like rando dead bird floating. We see like the crow, my pal right here, and you see like the dead bird crowing. Then we see like a Coast Guard grab it. And things are like really calm. Everything's really calm. I feel like there's not even like maybe low key music playing. And then a seagull comes and spooks him. And then he gets and then the music goes nuts and he gets just attacked by birds.
Why didn't he jump in the water?
I don't know.
I mean, the first thing I said is like, why is he sitting in that boat? He's getting mauled by birds. Like the one place he probably would be the safest would be in the water. Like, you know, like, and he didn't. He just stayed there. And I don't remember the first one. I kind of want to watch the first one just because it's a classic. And I really don't remember it. Did they always peck out the eyes? Was that their thing?
I don't remember that.
I don't think so. I think they pecked the face and like the head and like.
I feel like you didn't see anything. I feel like you didn't.
No.
Much.
I remember.
Well, I know Tippi Hedren. I know she got attacked. That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
He was like treating her like shit, and he kept doing another take, and throwing the birds at her.
Oh my no! But I think they got like marks on them. But like this one, like they just went for the eyeballs. Like it was like weird. Like it's like they were demon possessed, and they went for the eye, like specifically for the and. All right, unless I missed it, did they explain why the birds do this?
No.
Did they explain it in the first one?
I don't remember. I don't remember if it's almost like a Piranha 2 angle or Piranha. Like, oh, we were trying to test killer birds for the military.
Was there an ending of the first one? Like, I don't even remember. Like,
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, no, don't look it up because, you know what? Watch the movie again. I mean, it'll make the movie that much better. I mean, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to watch it with my daughter.
Wow, actually, you gave me the answer. The possible theories of the movie. There's nothing. They never actually explain it in the original movie.
In the first one? Oh, really? Okay.
What happened? They said possible theories for the attacks include environmental pollution, disorienting the birds, leading. That's pretty wild. That was a Hitchcock trick. A lot of those times, it was not letting you kind of know, like let you come up with your own like. What happened? Like the suspense.
So I just told you not to look it up and tell me because I'm going to watch the movie.
That's not the end of the movie. That's not the end of the movie.
Well, you said they don't explain it in the movie, so now I know they don't explain it.
Oh,
the next you're going to tell me
not to look up how the movie ends.
Yeah, well now I know there's no ending. Okay, so
what do you mean?
Okay, so now you're going to tell me Titanic they all sink?
No, one girl chooses a giant door and she just uses it for herself.
Oh my gosh. So
she's like, later, poor boy. She watches them.
They make 2 movies and no explanation of why the birds are doing what they're doing.
I'm surprised they wouldn't just do like the cheapo military thing. That's
something.
All. You could just say, hey, there's a military facility over there. They work on animals. That's it. You don't have to do anything else.
They were in a nuclear waste kind of like, you know, something just as far-fetched and as stupid as a reason is, at least it's a reason, right? You know, not having a reason kind of like, to me, kind of takes away from it. It's like, all right, so, I mean, especially in this movie, you know, and I feel like we're going to jump around a lot in this movie, but like the movie kind of just ends. Like the birds do their thing and then they fly off.
Well, they set up a third one. The last line in the movie is
okay.
But where are they going?
But there wasn't a third one.
City.
Yeah, okay.
No, I know. But it was this possible setup, and this blew up on TV Movie Land, and they have that hook.
Yeah, but see, like when movies do something like that with no guarantee there's a next movie, I mean that's frustrating. Like, I mean, literally, like the birds, there's no death of the birds. They do their damage and just fly away like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right.
That was like I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. The end of that movie, we just covered it. There was like a thing that it wasn't addressed in the new one.
I didn't see the new one.
Yeah. Well, I saw it.
All right. Okay. Are you gonna spoil that one too?
No. But oh my god, you got to see it, dude. You have to see it because we need to cover it one day.
Okay.
But you need to see it.
Well, I'm gonna wait. I'll work on getting someone. So I have to. So we have to see it, and then you know I'll work on someone for that.
Call Freddie.
I will. I'll try. Oh, Freddie Prinze. He's not doing anything besides movies like that. So he's probably being a stay-at-home dad.
Which Sarah Michelle Gellar, I take it. That's it.
Yeah, no,
living the dream.
Yeah.
So now we cut to, which I wish I would have grabbed the audio of this because this would like haunt you now. I guess was we meet a happy family singing, and Scouto was his name.
I have to tell you, I mean, even when I was their age, I don't think we ever had car ride sing-alongs.
Dude, I mean, I do that all the time.
Even now, like you sing like, oh my
Why
gosh,
not?
no. We were playing like Mad Libs or something in the car, or like do the invisible
anything,
ink. But we weren't doing bingo and row your boat. I mean,
no, we play like real songs, or sing the ones that don't cost money,
or sing that song that.
Row your boat gently down the street. The similarities between those two movies, really, like the no people town, and then the songs that are like, okay, guys, what can we afford? How about $5 and we can get row your boat, or we can just steal bingo and put Scouto.
But again, the way we're going back to the other one, the way she said it, sing that. What did she say? Sing that song that I really like, or something like that.
Yeah. That's a song you really like? That was our wedding song. I think that's what we talked about in that episode. That's so funny. I was at to do the next line of like what we talked about.
Yeah.
What was their wedding song? And then it was like London Bridge is falling down or something. So this is the part we kind of talked about it before, but just the fact that we're like smash cutting to this family singing, and they're talking about like having to get away. Let's get away for a while. And that's when the kids are like, what about friends? And they say, play with each other. And dude, the house is the thing that's crazy about the house. It looks terrible. And then somehow it gets worse looking when they like get close to it.
Yep.
It is like all the paint is falling off.
It looks abandoned. I think was there furniture in there? I feel like there wasn't any furniture when they walked in.
Yeah,
like
it was dusty. It was gross.
Dusty.
It was gross.
Well, you remember like when the kids are like, so what are we going to do all summer? And I think the father goes, have fun. That was his response. Have fun. And now, okay, how old do you think the girls are?
They're probably like 8 and 10, maybe.
Okay, so pretty young. Now, he just went to this town for the first time, went to this house that's like no fence or anything else.
Yeah.
And he's allowing these girls to run around by themselves.
Bike far.
The dog, no leash, all over the place. Like there's no control. Like they really let these kids, they're young kids in a town that you don't even know. You're going to let them out of your sight at all? Like, insane.
Why? I wonder if there was I wonder why the treatment of this movie, like the script, didn't have that be like his vacation home, and like him know the people in the town. It wouldn't change anything. It would really just be like, oh my god, like the old German guy or whatever, that guy. It could just be like, oh yeah, that's so and so, and then they rekindle like some sort of friendship because they do the same kind of thing. They don't know each other.
Yeah,
it could be the same sort of thing, even if you grew up there or just went there in the summers. But it was just weird, like the familiarity and just saying like, oh yeah, just go.
Yeah, and not even that. I mean, like, so they went there. She's got a job just for the summer.
Dude, that is weird. So he's writing a thesis.
Yes.
And that's what he's spending the summer on. It's like people taking the time, sabbaticals.
I'm okay with that. That's okay.
But the fact, and it was really nerdy. The thing that he was doing,
I know.
It was like very specific. It would have been, you know what it was? It had to do with like animals. It was like some kind of biology. Because then somebody in the town was talking to him about the birds and trying to ask him questions based on that.
So wouldn't it have been better if he was doing a thesis on birds?
That would have been good.
See, I mean, then you get to some
migration habits of birds and how it affects them or something.
And then we might get an answer of why the birds are acting like it because he has a background in birds.
Yeah.
So they missed that boat. But I mean, the fact that she has a job, but she never met the boss.
I know, and she's showing him Photoshop and stuff. That's pretty funny to see that.
Okay,
and that's 94.
The fact that he was acting like such an idiot that he couldn't do the way he was. Like it's like touching one finger. He's like touching the computer. Like, how do I do this? How?
Your dad wasn't like that.
It's my job. If it was his job, he doesn't know. She just got there. Got there. She's a summer. She's a hire, I guess. And all of a sudden, he can't use the computer.
I know.
So what are you doing all this time?
Here, put your breast on my arm, and then I can do it. That's all he wants.
What was he doing this whole time without a computer?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like
the Island Breeze, whatever. That's the name of the newspaper. Yeah, I have no idea. That guy was ridiculous. The whole thing that there was a newspaper for that small island, and it was like kind of like it was such a big deal. The way he was like, I really need you. I need you to come back up.
And 100%. And the fact that like it seems like it's okay his own company because there's no other employees.
Yeah,
but she never met him or talked to him. So how'd she get the job?
I know.
How'd she get the job?
And they just so happened to. They didn't even say how they got the house. So it would have been good if that was tied to it. Oh, this job comes with a free.
Right.
Or I think we talked about it before. That should have been a house that was in his family.
Yep.
That's why he's fixing it up. Because if not, like, you imagine if you let somebody stay in your house and you're like, oh, that's great, dude, but I don't want a red friggin' door. Like, now I'm spending my weekend taking that paint off.
Yeah.
But you mentioned, I was going to try to jump to it right there, but you mentioned, like, in the same boat. How about the boat, dude? We see the boat and we see it's just floating, right? Dude, there's so much blood on it. It's not even, like, hidden. The boat doesn't, it's not like we see it and then when they get close, maybe like the boat shifts. No, we can see it, and it's like, oh, I wonder what happened. I'm like, what do you mean, what happened?
Ridiculous.
Somebody killed him or something.
Yeah, so ridiculous. But the guy that died, it was only his eyes, right? Like there was nothing else.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. So let me ask you this question because this happens a lot in movies, and it happened in this movie. I mean, we've all had nightmares. Like, I mean, you've had nightmares before. Have you ever woken up in a sweat like you just took a bath? Like he was dripping wet from his nightmare. And you see this in movies all the time. I don't think I've ever woken up like sweating and dripping from a nightmare, right? Like never. No. Unless the room is warm. I just never wake up you might wake up startled. You're not dripping wet because you're sweating so much. It's such a, and he, because he has a few nightmares, remembering, so yeah.
So this is the point of the movie that I always, that right away I'm like, it's so funny when me and Jamie talk about some of these like not serious movies, the action movies are like, it'd be cool if they did a funny version of it. Dude, from this point on, when we saw like the car flip and you heard like a boy made a sound, I don't know why. I was just like, wait, what if this movie was totally like making fun of itself? The birds, because later in the movie, I had a theory in this movie. I'm like, what if the birds started doing things that like slashers do in movies? And then when the birds take the phone lines out.
Oh my gosh.
But I was thinking the birds made the car crash and it killed the kid.
Do you really?
Dude, I was like, why would this be haunting him? Obviously, it's because his kid dying, but it has nothing to do with anything. It's just a car crash. A monster truck flipping.
Nothing that like again, that storyline doesn't mean anything in this movie.
It's know.
Just that he has that.
They should have tied it to something.
Agreed. And again, and that's part of like why the bird's doing what they're doing because an experiment would make sense because these birds literally are like when you see that bird looking at them. Sitting on the fence. He's studying them. He's waiting for his opportunity. He's again cutting phone lines. Like they have a brain in this movie. They literally they're so an experiment would make sense. Like they're aliens or something because they're thinking. They're plotting the violence that they're gonna do.
Yeah.
How would they know to cut a phone line? I mean, that's insane. These are birds, And
I love that she was just getting to the phone too, and then they went to it and it was like just pecking at it.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, they were way too smart in this movie, the birds. So listen, I'm on board. I'm on board with smart birds that can, plan. They give us a reason then why they're so smart, not just that they're random birds. So, all right.
Oh man. So now she goes to the paper. She kind of meets that guy. And even he says the line to her about like the newspaper. There's still this island, this sleepy island needs a newspaper, and it's like, God, there's like 20 people.
So okay, but the husband's there when he meets him also. And
do you remember what he does to him?
No.
She goes, "This is my husband Ted," and he's like, "Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Fred."
Oh yeah.
No, it's Ted. And then they talk for another like few minutes. And then he does it again. Hey, see you around, Fred.
You could see the look of concern in this guy's face. I immediately would like I'd have a discussion with my wife because first of all, the office is super small. I mean, it's literally I think it's one desk. Like I think they're sharing a desk, right? I don't
sharing a chair. Sorry, babe, it's not in the budget.
I mean,
I'll bring my own from home. Not safety.
It almost looks like he doesn't have an office. He's just like, he's like using someone else's office for
How about the paper isn't real and he's just trying to bone her.
100%.
We're going to start in 1 month.
I mean, there's a lot of red flags. Again, she never talked to this guy before. How'd she get the job? Like the husband should have like, again, there's a lot of questions. There's no way my wife, I'm having a discussion with my wife. And the amount of time she's spending with this guy that like, I mean, she goes out to drinks and he's okay with this. Like he's allowing it.
Well, that was when they started fighting. I forgot what they were fighting about. I think because he wasn't doing his thesis. I remember she was calling to get picked up and he wasn't answering. So she's like,
yeah, but I don't know. I mean,
he just missed the call. Oh, because he said because he said, oh, I shouldn't go on the bike ride with you guys. And they went for too long, and then he just missed it. But yeah, no, totally weird. Yeah, like especially that whole guy. But this is where my mind kept going that direction because I wrote like, dude, if the birds kill him, like while they're about to hook up, because again, the birds are like looking at them, even when 100%. He's in the house. Like right after this, they're like peeping at them.
They're sizing them up. Oh, 100%. That's
I'm telling you, I would no joke the first time. When they're in the house for the first time and the one bird just breaks the window,
oh my gosh,
and he's cleaning up, I think I'm gone then. I'm like, this is weird.
That's not something that happens normally, right? Wait,
ever. It's never happened in my life. Like, if something happened at a vacation home that's happened in my life, then I'd be like, okay with it. Okay, a bear, I've seen a bear a few times. But if a bird goes through the window.
And didn't he he got pecked, right? He got attacked. Yes. I mean, okay, fine. So maybe a bird, because birds fly in windshields when you're driving. I mean, they have heart attacks, fine. But the fact that the bird's attacking him, like that, like, and he comes across a couple of things, right? That like a couple of signs that like he should have because he gets attacked a few times, right? Isn't it something?
Or like knocked off the ladder by a bird.
By a bird. So when you have multiple bird incidents, I mean, like one bird incident, you can say, all right, it's rare, it's whatever. You have 2 bird incidences. There's something going on. Like, it's like, what are the odds of one happening? You having a second one, there might be, a bigger issue going on. Did they find the bird yet? The little girl, like, was it the dead bird? No.
They find it like, I think they find it like right now. They find the little baby bird, right? That was after that happened, right?
Yes. Okay. I think so. So, okay. You just have this crazy bird happening, and now you see another bird, right? Like you're not a little worried, like that,
I know.
Like the girl wants a pet that you want a like a what is it called? You want a outdoor what?
Crow? 2 words.
No.
No. Password. Time's running out.
You want like a
you guys want a Casio keyboard?
I'm pulling the cord. I'm jumping out the plane. I'm done. That's it. You wanted I was going to say exotic bird, but you want a bird of nature as a pet. No one has a bird like that.
A wild bird? No.
And you're allowing it in a house like that? Like, I mean, like, insane.
To be in a box, and then I don't know if it just flies away. That's like the first time it flies.
What is this? When like it happens in a was this during dinner? Because there was a scene, or was there a dead bird? There's a scene where he's like picking up a bird. It was like, and then he eats right away. Like he didn't wash his hands. Like it was. I forget where.
No, doesn't he think that bird is dead, and then it wakes up?
That's what I'm saying. So like he's picking it up. He holds it, and then he goes right to eat. Like what are you like? You're touching a dead bird that might have the bird flu or something. You're not gonna wash your hands. You're gonna eat right away.
Yeah. Oh, and then he goes in. Do you remember what they're having for dinner? They're having like a whole giant chicken, like almost like a Christmas.
That's why the birds are mad.
Oh my god!
Maybe it's a vegetarian island, and they're having a bird, and the birds are really mad at them because it seems like the birds are only attacking them.
Oh yeah.
So
that's it.
Okay.
Oh well, no, other people are getting attacked. But our German pal.
That was after because he was working with them.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So
they
he's
know
connected them.
who's with
Yeah.
you.
So that was, and he was telling them about I mean, the bird, the guy in the water got killed, but like outside of that, no one in town was getting attacked, and okay, so they should have had something. Maybe the house was possessed because the birds kept going to the house. So maybe the house was possessed and was controlling the birds. There you go. There's your story.
Something.
Like something like that would have worked because they only seem to be attacking that. They're not attacking the store. They're not attacking Tip. This is until the end, but the whole time they don't go anywhere else. Isn't it the fact like they were making fun of him because he kept saying like he's had issue with birds? Like when he went to town, he went to the mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor was laughing at him.
Yeah, everybody's like, because they think that tourism. Same
Correct.
thing as the mayor from Jaws. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna start telling people that birds are attacking people. So nobody's gonna want to come here.
They've never seen a bird attack anyone ever on this island until just now.
I know. That's why maybe if it was the scientific and the migrant or something,
or like I said, the house is like is possessed, and then now, but yeah, that makes no sense. Like all of a sudden, like, or maybe there was no weather change. There was nothing like there wasn't a full moon. There wasn't a like, something.
You could have done that too,
right? Something
even that would have been like, okay, great, that's something.
Yeah, but as stupid as it is, you know what? It's a reason these birds just randomly out of the blue decided to start attacking.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the fact that they had chicken for dinner.
Chicken for dinner. And then, and then they didn't even eat it because then Scout brings the bird in his mouth.
Oh, yes.
That's when he grabs it. And it's like, oh, it's alive.
Yes.
Mom, can we keep it? And then Scout eats the friggin' chicken.
Yes.
He eats the whole chicken off the table.
So ridiculous.
Oh, I wrote down his thesis. So let me Google it because I didn't know what it was. Interactions of the biotic community. What's biotic? Oh, environmental. So it's about environmental and plant community drivers of plant pathogen. Climate change. So it is kind of about climate change. So maybe that was like the way but they could have made it easy for us morons. Yeah, but they just like he's stuttering birds.
Yeah, I mean, so or the climate change and maybe in this thesis, like animals act a little different during this period of climate change or something. Then okay, now you're getting to a reason why animals are acting weird. But yeah, all right, well, whatever. So
then this is when the kids go for the bike ride.
I wrote away that the kids are riding around so far on this bike. I mean, like, how do you and again, you got attacked by a bird. You're going to let your kids out of your sight? Like, like in a town they don't know, you don't know. Like, again, bad parenting.
And he lets him out even after this attack. So this is when he stops working. And he's like, oh, what should I do? And what was really funny was he was painting on like dirty stuff. He didn't wipe it.
He didn't wipe it. And the can of paint was like the smallest can of paint that you could probably use for painting a door. Like, that's it. Like, you're not painting a house with that small can of paint that you had. So.
And he gets knocked down by a seagull. And then this is when the guy, Frank, drops off the wife. And then she's kind of pissed off because she's probably like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing like you're supposed to be working on your thesis? And then that's like a rift right away between them.
See, this is a Mr. Mom situation.
It kind of is, yeah.
It is, so, yeah. I mean, but like, I don't know. I feel like the wife was given way too many attitudes more than he was. Like, well, what really got the wife going was the creepy boss saying, oh, has your husband ever said how beautiful you are? You're just so beautiful. Like, he kept saying that to her.
I know.
Like, I mean, immediately, like, I think it was the first time they were alone. Like, it might have been the first day they met when the husband went back outside and she's still there. He's like, he kept staring. He was staring at her. Like, not saying anything and not saying anything, like immediately she should have saw signs right there. Like, this is a little weird, but I think, like he was feeding her. I think he was grooming her and like saying, oh, your husband doesn't realize how beautiful you are. He doesn't. When was the last time he told you how beautiful you are? Oh yeah, he hasn't done that in a while.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But did she have a job? Like, it's not like she was an editor at another paper, just taking another job. It seemed like this was like, oh yeah, this is like going to be a fun hobby type of job because he's not working. So maybe it is that exactly like the Terry Garr. But in this, it's like he's just going to take a sabbatical and then he's going to go back to teaching. So I'm going to do something fun.
Well, I wrote down two things that are happening, I think, right now. So the first one is because he falls off, he's got that cut on his head. So he has to go see the doctor.
Yes.
So he has to see the doctor at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the mayor? Who's drinking? Who's gonna take care of his patients at the bar?
Do you remember his line when he walks up to him and he says, 7 to my office? And he goes, is it civic or medical? Like, this guy is the best.
But that's his practice. So anyone has like a problem, you have to go to a doctor who's drunk, or the mayor who's drunk, who just, I guess, basically pretends he's a doctor.
That's American healthcare, my friend.
Oh my God!
You got to go to your local pub for
unbelievable. And while this is going on in the office now, at the moment of this is when she should have left the office.
Oh, the photos, and
he's taking photos of her while she works. If that's not the creepiest thing, and she's like, I just so bizarre, like how hard he was trying, to like ridiculous.
How about another wild line? If you then think how there's no people on this island, the mayor doctor says, Helen told me about you. You're the guy with the kids.
So there's no wait, think about it. Were there any other kids on the island?
There isn't, but it's so funny that you're the guy with the kids. It's like, oh.
Well, you know what? At that point, I'm also thinking red flag. Why are there no kids on this island? Like what happened to the kids? There's no one. There's no one married.
Eating the kids.
I mean, if you're okay, so your idea of a summer vacation for your family is to go to an island where there's no kids, and I'm sorry, you're right. They had an old rusted swing set on by the house. That's what the kids are going to be using. But yeah, no, bizarre. No kids on the island. There's no other kids. So weird.
But who needs other kids on the island when you could walk around and find a body? They friggin' find the body.
Oh my gosh!
Eyes clawed out.
The girls, like the kids, found the body, right?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Who needs other kids when you can find cool things like that?
Well, that's the excitement.
Find a dead body.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
And okay. Number one, that's the sign to leave, right?
Yes.
You have a bird attacked, and now you find two birds. Okay,
bird
two attacked.
Bird through the window.
Two birds.
Seagull.
And then you find a dead body whose eyes are pecked out. It doesn't take rocket science to say, you know what, that looks like a bird did it.
You know what's funny? That is the one thing. Like, if there was like a big mash in my head, and they could be like, it could be a hammer, could be a baseball bat, could be a crowbar, but like, if you that pecking is very specific. Nobody's killing people with like a lead pencil.
No,
that's kind of what the cuts.
Okay, maybe if there was no bird attacks, then you're like, all right, it's kind of bizarre. You got a sicko of a murderer that's like, taking people's eyes. Fine. But this guy got attacked by birds twice. And now you see a dead body with eyes pecked out. You should be leaving. Like, why? Yeah. Why are you staying there? And you're still letting your girls go random. Like, now, like, there's something like you have a dead body that was murdered on an island that's very small. No other children. You don't see any red flags with any of this. Like, so you're gonna go back to your
out of here.
Get out of here. And the wife is still back to work. They don't seem like concerned at all. I mean, even when the birds later on, when you have 100 birds in the house, all they're doing is boarding up the windows. They're still not concerned.
Yeah, that makes zero sense. When you get to that point, you're leaving, right?
It's nothing. The only time they're ready to leave was what I don't even remember what the topper was of why they decided to leave, but it took them way too long. I mean, they were burying the bird wasn't there a point where he grabbed the dead bird by the neck? Like, okay. I think any dead animal is gross to touch. Like, the last thing, I don't even want to, like, if there's like a dead mouse, I get the ickies to even try to pick it up because it's lifeless. It doesn't, I've had to throw a possum away, a dead possum. Ugh, like, it's just so gross. I would never touch a dead animal, my bare hands. He didn't even put on gloves. He grabbed it with his bare hands. That, like, yeah. Awful.
I think that, what this movie should have done for the ending I'm just thinking about it now. Remember the end of Arachnophobia? They move.
You
They're
know what?
like
I don't
in.
think I ever saw the whole movie of that.
Oh wow, they're actually doing that. I feel like it's day before my birthday, so I can't. I wouldn't be able to go. But at the
they're showing
drive-in
it?
in Mahoning
Oh,
Drive-in, they're doing Arachnophobia. Oh shit, what's the other one? Another creature movie from that. Shit. But anyway, that movie's so good. The end of that movie, they move like I think to San Francisco. Earthquake kind of happens, and everything shakes, and then you see one of the spiders.
Oh, so
in
you
there.
say you're saying you spoiled another movie now. So this is the third movie
You've
that you're
never
gonna
seen Arachnophobia?
Okay, but now I said I've never seen it, so maybe I'll watch it.
Oh my god, moratorium! It's like 30 years old.
Okay, but it's the third movie that you just spoiled, not only for me, but all our fans that have never watched
you've seen it. You listened to the Pankin episode and wanted to
Oh
watch
my gosh.
Arachnophobia right away, or Peter Jason.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, they should have still.
Let me guess, the kid in Sixth Sense was dead the whole time, or Bruce Willis was. Okay.
Amazing.
Right.
So right now they're like getting really driven apart because they're fighting about the son. Weird line that she says. Again, maybe that is how that happens when it comes to grieving like a lost child or something. But she says they're like fighting. She goes, "I miss him sometimes even more than you do." And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but you know
like,
what though? She doesn't seem like she's grieving at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's struggling, like he's not giving her an attitude or anything. He's just struggling, dealing with it, and she's out having a blast. Like she doesn't seem like she's grieving at all. And I mean, I feel bad for anyone in that situation because I think a lot of people end up in divorce because they don't know how to handle. It's like they take it out on each other, and it's an awful situation. But he's obviously struggling. She doesn't seem to be struggling. She has no nightmares. She's not waking up sweating. It's like I feel like it's all on him. Now, was he driving the car that flipped?
They really finished that. They just the first time she fully told the story was kind of like to cock block that guy.
Oh my
At work, she talks about like her son, and then that's like what ends that. But so I think we kind of like skipped the order of things is when the bird flies through the window is when they have the bird inside.
Well, they bring a cage, the baby, right? Don't they have a cage or something for the bird?
Yeah, and that's when the bird flies into the window, like the other bird.
Yes.
That's probably like the mom or dad.
Yes.
And then and then I wrote down like the visual effects from the scene. There's like the bird flying, and it actually doesn't look too bad. Later in the movie, it looks horrible when they have the ton of birds.
Yeah.
But the individual shot for that wasn't too bad. That's why it sort of fully started on them.
How did he get out of the cage again?
He just started to fly.
No,
was it the first time it flew? It was a baby.
Yeah, but was
right?
it but was there a cage?
I feel like it was just in a shoebox.
Oh, what? I'm trying to see. I have creepy old man because the creepy old. Oh no, there was a cage because I said he got out of his cage.
Oh, he did have a little cage and then he flew out.
He did. Where'd they get the cage from?
It was probably in that creepy old house.
Oh, okay.
Probably half of mannequins in the basement.
Oh man,
because
the old man was creeping a lot, and we didn't know anything about him yet, so he was creeping around.
This is the second time he was creeping. The first time was when they found the body. He was standing there not talking. Behind them.
Okay, that's not a red flag. Like you have this old man creeping in every situation. If you have anyone creeping near a dead body that's like not out and open, it's kind of creeping in the background. There's something you got to maybe keep an eye on,
Yeah.
Although I don't know if there's any cops in that town. Was there a cop in that town?
Well, the one,
the mayor
guard. Dude, that would have been really funny, right? The mayor just puts on a cap.
I was going to say, it would be great if he had a different hat for each occupation. So when he went to visit him, he put a doctor's he put a stethoscope or something like
a tearaway.
Yeah.
And back to the other one, he had all different jobs underneath.
Now they could have made this movie more of a spoofy movie.
That's what I mean.
I could be on board.
It would have worked, right?
Yeah, I think it would have worked. It would have been better.
Because having the birds really being creeping on people.
Oh,
maybe killing Frank while he's getting ready to have sex with the wife, or just something like that. Yeah. Hey, do you remember the name of the bird, or did you write the bird's name down? The one that they saved? It's probably the worst name for a bird, and I don't know what reference it has to anything. Egbert. His name was Egbert.
Well, that's a bad name for anyone, but what do you think is a good name for a bird?
Oh,
well, I mean, you said what? Tweet. Oh, okay.
Tweety?
Wow, real original. Wow, Tweety. That's the first thing you come up with. Oh, okay. I don't think. First of all, I don't think
Larry Birdie?
anyone. What'd you say?
Larry Birdie?
You know what? I could go for that one better than Tweety. I don't think anyone has a bird named Tweety.
I was ready. You put me on the spot.
Larry Birdie, though. That's pretty good. I think it's... All right. Okay, that's a good one.
Now I gotta get a bird.
Okay.
So now they're like, remember? So the parents are on the porch, like getting ready to like start making out, and then we get like a bird peeping. Oh, and then we get another bird peeping.
Wait a second. They weren't making out. They were ready to have sex on the porch. like you have two young kids at home. You're outside. I mean, I don't know how close the nearest neighbor is, but like they were about to go at it. I mean, like do the whole job.
Why not, right?
It wasn't just making out. No.
When in Land's End?
I feel like he's been holding out for a long time. Like it's like he hasn't been like up in the mood for it.
Up to doing that, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was, to me, you got two young kids at home. I don't know. That's kind of a risky move because you're going to traumatize them if you get any further than that and they come down for a glass of water.
Yeah, and I wrote down this is almost Skinamax level because that's when the birds were peeping. There was more and more, and then that scout came out barking, kind of like cock blocking them. Then that's when they realized the birds were around. They got inside, and then she got really weird, very weird. So it made it seem like, oh my God, they're going to set up that she's going to cheat. Like she's going to fully do it.
Why is she blaming him? Like, I mean, it's like, again, I mean, she's part villain in this movie. I think, but yeah, I wrote exactly that. I said the birds were peeping all around. Like they were quiet. They didn't like flutter, and they were just watching the whole time. Like a lot of these movies with killers and all that. Like that's why like these birds have a personality, cutting the telephone wire. I think they were enjoying the show.
They were liking it. So this is where a lot of things that we already covered.
By the way, bird name.
Around.
Peep.
Okay.
Because don't they peep? Isn't that how they talk?
Peep.
No,
These birds peep.
Little birds peep. Isn't it a peep? Isn't it?
The little girls.
Okay. What's the Cadbury eggs? Aren't they birds?
Cadbury
peeps?
Eggs? What do you mean?
Or peeps, whatever.
Peeps are birds. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
Real
peep.
original. You took the most famous Easter candy.
I think that's less original than Tweety. Peep. All right.
Blue Jay Buhner.
First Blue Jay? No.
Ferris Blue Jay's Day Off. My birds were always Bernie and Woody. And my bird Woody, they were always the parakeets. Woody died while we were eating dinner. And he used to have sex with, remember the things you put in there to keep like bugs out? And they peck at it? He would have sex with it. And no joke.
Wait, the electric thing? Like the light thing?
No, it wasn't electric. It was just like something he'd like grind on. And he would do it. And it'd be during dinner, it'd be like, it'd be so loud. Even if we had it covered and he had a heart attack and died.
Wait. Hold on a second. First of all, you asked me, you're saying like I know about birds having sex in a cage or something like that. Like I have no idea. I never had a bird.
Oh no, I'm not saying you know that it happens, but that's what our bird, whose name Woody, used to hump the back of the thing.
And he died while having sex?
He died? No, not by having sex. Having like self-sex. He was like humping.
That's sex.
Yeah, I guess. Does that count?
It doesn't count as sex. It's the same thing.
If you are with a sex doll, you tell your buddy, I was having sex last night.
He doesn't have to know. You said I was with my girlfriend last night. The sex doll. Some people have it. Listen, some of them. Well, you ever see what some of them look like?
So if you're punching the bishop,
punching
the clown,
yeah, that's considered sex.
That counts sex. What?
Okay, Bill Clinton. Okay, it's. I mean,
I did not.
It's just that is. I think it's all in the same category. Now, obviously, there's different levels of sex, but I think punching the clown counts as sex. That's like solo sex. First base. That's like a home
That's
run.
like that's rounding first.
A sliding into second. What are you talking about? It's oh man.
So this is when they go out for the drinks because he doesn't answer the phone, and Frank digs in. He goes, he's really digging in on the not doing the thesis. He's like really like going to town.
He's
on
such
this so bad.
I mean, like he really deserved to get punched.
Yeah.
I mean, like really, and she's like she really like. It's almost like she wanted this like cheating because she was like laughing at his flirting, like she was like trying to be like oblivious to it. But you can't be that dumb when someone's trying that hard. Again, he's taking pictures of her alone.
Very weird.
He's saying these negative things about your husband, multiple times. She knows what he's doing. So like, I mean, she was awful.
And then this is where she kind of like brings the mood down, talks about her son. He died 5 years ago. Blah, blah, blah. They go through this whole thing. And then now I love when we cut to the old man.
Well, before you go,
like buddies,
I
right?
was waiting for him because he seemed a little like he was at first he seemed like he had some sympathy and everything else. I was waiting for him to say like, "Hey, you want to go get a drink?"
Yeah.
Like right, as soon as the story was over, like he just went right past them. Like he didn't care. You want to hook up or So,
yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh man! So the old man comes to the house randomly after you see him creepily near your kids twice. He shows up at the house, and you're thinking he's not going to talk, holding a fish. It's too big just for me, and he brings him a fish. Like what a freaking thing! And so here's my question to you:
Okay,
would you accept a random fish?
No.
How about if it was somebody in your neighborhood that you knew? They just came up full fish, not filleted or anything, and said, "Hey, man, we love having you as our neighbors."
It's bizarre because first of all, you're assuming they know how to cut up a fish that's a full fish. I mean, but no, it's kind of weird. It's just you don't know how long it's been sitting out. You don't know if it's fresh.
Yeah,
you don't know. I mean, like I mean, and let's be honest, the guy looked creepy, right? So like to me, like you're gonna accept anything like that, like and. It'd be one thing if he came with a basket of fruit. Fine. He's trying to be a neighborly neighbor. He decides to bring for the first time meeting the people that live next door. You're bringing a dead fish, which was huge. Like that's just bizarre.
I think anything like that would be weird if it was something that
has
to be cooked. No, if something has to be cooked, that's weird. Like fruit, like you said, fruit basket.
Yeah, fine.
Muffins.
He comes over with like a dead deer. Like on his shoulders, here, like
welcome to the neighborhood.
I can't eat all this. Can you and he drops the deer in front of them? Like,
see, that's a part of a movie you have to write. And then he goes out and he goes, I'm going to take half. Pulls out a chainsaw, it's just spraying all over the guy's face.
Does she? And she cooks the fish, right?
She does. Yeah, she knows.
Oh,
she knows how.
Of course she knows how. Okay.
And they're kind of cool, right? Their relationship's kind of better.
But
you're going to fighting.
But you're going to allow this guy you don't know come over for dinner?
Yeah, very weird.
Like, I mean, like the first time you meet him, like, like I would say, okay, thank you for the fish. All right. See you around. See you around. Like, I mean, literally your house, you don't own this house. You don't know, who's anyone around. And you're going to allow this stranger who could be a mass murderer come into your house and just hang out with your family. And you got 2 young kids.
Yeah.
Very, very awful.
Right. Dude, whoever his family members are, if he owned that lighthouse, do you know how much that Airbnb is making right now? That was a sweet spot. Like, that was really cool. Usually, characters like that don't have great places. They're very, like, even though he was definitely secluded because he was so far away from everything, but it was like a really cool spot. With later in the movie, very dumb that he's there, which makes, again, no sense. But he's so cool. He's telling the girls like pirate stories. Yeah. And it's like, wow, this is pretty cool. Very weird. What? They know him for an hour.
I know what you're going to say. Are you going to say that she kissed him goodnight?
Kissed him on the cheek. Like, weird.
Awful. Like, I was like, the other one, but see, the other one was creeped out by him. She put her hand out or something like that. Like, she did, yeah. Yeah. But the first one, like, you don't, and as a parent, like, you're okay with that? Like you're not.
They gave like a okay.
Yeah, but right, like, they're okay with that. Like, you don't teach like, you teach your children, like, I mean, he's a stranger. He is a stranger. Just because he's telling you stories, you're not most girls, first of all, would be creeped out. Like, they're not kissing anyone. Like, and this little girl,
Very weird.
like, went up, like, she's known this guy forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, very weird. But before that, was it I wrote something down. I guess they were having a beer break, date. His wife and the
Yeah, we talked a little bit about
no,
that.
but
Yeah.
so he said something. These are two lines he says at the date. He goes, "What's wrong with this guy?" And then he says, "Maybe he needs to go in a different direction."
Yeah. Yes.
Like the amount of like seeds he keeps planting in her head, like
Weird.
you don't say like, "Come on, this is my husband." Like, like, I mean, like, and she's like thinking about it. Yeah, maybe, like, it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah.
Weird. It's not like he wants. What's usually those guys are like, yeah, I just want to like bang this girl and get rid of her. He seems like he wants to be with her. Like he couldn't just be like,
Well,
hey, why don't you just try
not
something
for
new to
nothing.
spice
The
it
island
up?
has
It's like
the island has 8 people on it. I mean,
he can only bang
and one's
Tippi
Tippi.
Hedren so many times.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, I mean, I get his frustration,
Yeah.
but the next scene is when he has trouble moving the mouse.
I know, dude.
It was a mouse. Because I knew it was something with the computer, and I totally forgot. Now I'm reading. He had trouble moving the mouse.
Yeah, to grab a picture and drop it, and that's when she touched the hand, and he
Yes.
he fucking kissed her, and it was so weird.
Oh my god, very very weird. So,
but he was so cool with it because it's like he did this a million times. Like this has happened before.
Oh,
maybe every summer a young couple moves into that same house. But he was like, well, and he was like really smoothing over. Like, I thought that's what you wanted. I was doing that for you.
But doesn't she
It's like,
make a
whoa.
comment like, "I don't know" or something like that? Like
Yes,
she was
yes.
confused. Like,
Yeah.
gosh, so think about that. This family came down. They were singing corny songs, happy as anything. And how many days later is this? That she's already like their marriage has been in trouble for years, and she's like she doesn't know what she wants to do. Like there was no signs of trouble at all in this marriage when they first came down. Like literally, like it was like he was happy to see her go to work, and like it was like the greatest family ever. 2 days later, she's looking for divorce.
Like, no distractions, no TV, no nothing. It's like I have to really talk to this guy, asshole.
You know what? I didn't think about that. These poor girls, like this is their summer vacation. There's no TV. There's nothing there. No kids. Like what? Bad parenting. Like how selfish. Like couldn't the kids stay with their grandparents and you guys go down or something? Like
or something. I know, dude. No, ridiculous. Those are the worst. I had a summer. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana for 2 weeks. It was the worst place. It was so flat. It sucked. And I remember I interviewed somebody and I mentioned like, oh yeah, I spent time in Fort Wayne. And he's like, oh, that place sucks. I'm like, all right, at least you said it first. But
that's funny.
Yeah, dude, for those kids, what a like
awful.
missing.
Awful.
At least it doesn't last that long, but they almost didn't last that long. But dude, from there, this is when we cut to the old man when he leaves.
Yep.
Real quick. Because they're talking about the birds for a little bit. They're going back and forth. He's talking about like things he's noticed on the island. And then when he leaves, that's the first time in this movie I thought somebody was going to die. Because he really walked out into the dark, disappeared.
Yep.
No, nothing.
Well, you think about how far are we into this movie, and really nothing's really happened outside of 2 incidences. Like it was like, it's, they
like, really spread it out until like the final act is when they go 100%. But I don't know how far we are in right now, but it is starting to get a little bit crazy. This is when we start seeing all the different types of birds.
Yeah.
We see like those evil albino pigeons.
Yeah.
Because this is when this is when they start attacking everybody. Because Egbert, we see Egbert come back, right? Because the wife gets pecked. She gets some of her hair ripped out.
Yep, and that's what I wrote. I go, how many people need to get attacked by birds for you to leave? Like at this point,
this is when they went to the house.
Yes,
this is when they fill the room. Oh my god, dude, yeah.
And I mean, this is like, I mean, that scene was pretty crazy. And it was the girls' room, the kids' room, right?
Yeah.
So like, and they're screaming in there. And okay, so the wife and the kids run out of the room, shut the door, and the husband stays in there.
I know he was punching
him. Why did he run out too?
I don't know. Or get under a sheet, go
Something.
under the bed.
Go under the bed. Like, yeah.
There has to be a closet in there.
But
Nothing.
then they randomly
No
just all left
strategy.
at once, right? They just left on their own. That's not weird.
So Egbert comes back, and then they all come up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna go back to your family, Egbert? We're gonna kill him."
Okay. So this happens. What happens in the next scene?
This is when they start boarding up the windows, right?
Yeah, but doesn't she say, "Let's go for a swim"?
Oh yeah, dude.
You just had 200 birds flying and pecking at you. The guy's all bruised up and everything else. Let's go swimming.
She has to get all that Frank stank off.
And she goes, "Let's go swimming in our clothes."
She says in our clothes.
And she does. Because then I have the girls come over and they're like,
because this is a TV movie.
And then girls go, "Mom and Dad, what are you guys doing?" See? Like, it's now the second time they're trying to do free stuff in outside, like, but again, you're not traumatized at the events that just happened.
Oh, I couldn't.
Like,
do
I mean,
anything.
like, I to me, like,
I'd be shaking.
I'd be freaked out. Like, I mean, like, that's not something you see every day. So the next thing you think of, like, let's be calm and go swimming in our clothes. It's so bizarre. Like, it's so bizarre. So
let's go far away from our kids.
Yeah. So now, the scene is coming up with a dog.
Oh, it is. But I do love, this is like the time I wrote, now they're boarding up the windows and not leaving.
That's it.
Yeah.
Again, they don't own the house.
Like, this should be the, like, this should have been like the very, very last shot.
And we, I know we touched it before. Like, one, like, he doesn't own this house, right? They're renting it. So why, you have a house to go home to. Go home. Like, you're boarding, and you're gonna stay. Well, listen, he's probably like, listen, we paid for the summer. We got to stay here. We gotta, make up all the money that, because there's no.
I'm gonna charge you for the nails in the windows.
He seems to have a lot of supplies at this house.
Yes. Oh man. So now the old fisherman comes back, right? And he's at their house.
No,
and he finds all the dead birds.
Oh yeah, you're right. Then he goes to his house after that.
Yeah. But no one uses gloves in this town.
There's no
gloves in land.
He
grabs on too, like that.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
He's a creeper to begin with. I mean, he's walking around with a fish in his hand, right? Wasn't this the old man you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, I don't think he cares about dead animals.
No gloves. Yeah, you're right. He was probably just peeing, hold the fish with one hand, and then bringing it back to be able to. I couldn't put the fish on the ground, but we do get one throwaway line. I wrote, we find out this is sort of like a Piranha 2 situation. Special species that are here by mistake. It was just probably the migration and the whole thing he's writing his paper on, sort of. But again, they could have.
So what's
I'd be fine with that if he had ties here. I don't know why.
Also, if it would be one type of species, but this was multiple different types of dogs.
It was everything.
Birds.
You're right. Yeah,
so that makes no sense. So that line doesn't really cut it.
Weird that all the birds. When I saw all the birds in the one part, like in the opening scene, I'm like, really? All birds now? It made sense if it was one species.
Yeah,
they should be somewhere they're agitated, but no.
And they seem to have a leader. Like, I mean, like at the end when they're sitting on that fence, and they're like surrounded, like it's just like you could see like they're plotting, like they're literally watching and plotting for the moment to strike. Like it's
And do you think when they wrote this, they were like, all right, where should the birds be from? Like, what would be like really dangerous and make people think, oh, these birds are crazy? How about Brazil? Because that's what they say. They say, oh yeah, the birds are from Brazil, and it's like, oh, like that.
So did they have cases in Brazil of birds attacking people?
They're happy there.
Okay. So not that they don't eat chicken there, so they're okay.
Yeah. But it's nuts, dude. But the mayor does have very good Jaws, like the mayor from Jaws energy.
100%.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean?
He's seen things like this happen before, and he's just brushing it off. So,
yeah. Oh, dude, yeah,
absolutely.
But that would have been great if Tippi Hedren or someone said something. The old man seemed like he's only been there not that long. Like that's not somewhere he's always at.
Agreed.
Because he didn't mention he's like, I've just noticed recently the birds are moving. Nothing about them attacking or anything. So that'd have been something. Again, they could have just, I don't know what they were trying to do. They were trying to make it too much of like a great film.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying hey, we know what this is. It's like a B horror movie. But we're just gonna throw every ridiculous thing in there.
What year did this come out?
94.
Okay, so how many years after the original?
Rough, probably
70s?
like 27
30,
years.
right.
70?
No, I said
Oh,
20
1970. Okay.
Yeah. So 70s. So you have the original star like at your like a lot of these movies that come out 30 years later, like like it would have been perfect to use the same character. Like you really like
Yeah.
she went to another place to like get away from this. And it's happening again or whatever. Like something, like they gave her first of all a small role. Like it's such a small role. Like I feel like she should have been way more, and it should have been the original. Like it should have been her character. I think the story would have came together a little better.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
So now, so what happens next? So now
Oh,
the
the
birds.
dog.
Oh yeah, we find out. I guess, huh?
The dog is happening. It has to
Oh,
happen
the cop
yeah.
during the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Well, they don't know anything that's going on with these birds. So why are you
That's like
surprised
their
that
theory so
oh,
far.
yeah, okay. Great theory. so,
Yeah.
yeah. Awful.
Oh my god, dude. So yeah, I keep writing so many times like go back to your real home. It's like it makes no sense that they're not like bailing.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? To have it as a summer house, like it should have been like their own house or something. Like I mean, like or a family's house or something that really like you really can't leave because people are tied to the house. But the fact that they're not tied to the house, it makes no sense. Like this movie is
Yeah.
really the plot is very paper thin.
There's no reason for them to be there.
Yeah, there really isn't. So, and to act nonchalantly after every situation and be not freaked out. I mean, I would have been freaked out seeing the dead body earlier in the film with the
Yeah.
eyes pecked out. Like that's freaky. Like you're okay with that? Like there's a murder on the island. The island's not that big. So like, like that should be concerning right off the bat.
Yeah.
There's
Your
eight
kids
people.
are traumatized
This-
right from the
100
beginning, right?
They didn't seem that traumatized the rest of the movie.
They,
It
they were
just-
riding their bikes still. They were fine.
That's what I mean. Like no one seems traumatized. Like you have an island with not a lot of people there, and you have a dead body. Is someone killing everybody, and that's why there's not a lot of
Yeah,
people
right?
there? Like I mean, like why?
Framing the birds.
There's no children. Or is there a
Yeah.
killer that's killed? Like there's so many red flags about this island, and they don't seem to be like worried about anything.
No, not at all.
Okay.
How about this is like when it was kind of shocking to me because I thought like maybe deep down like he was the one that wanted to stay and she wanted to go. But like when he finally says like, we can't stay here, right? And I was like, holy shit. It's so weird. I thought it was like, but now it was like maybe dialogue or stuff they cut out of the movie that we couldn't see. But I always thought it was going to be him, but it was her that wanted to stay there because of this dumpy magazine.
Or because of him, the guy, the photographer, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just so weird. It's so, and like, is this what she does full time at home, or is this like her dream chance?
I know that's what I mean. I think it's more of like a Terry Garr. Like
yeah.
she like just went from being a mom,
yep,
to back into the career or
That's
something
I
like
said.
that.
It's very and I think that guy realizes that. Because I mean that's part of it, right? Like he knows that, like, listen, this is her dream job. She's not going to leave, so like I can do whatever I want. And she's
I
kind
can
of
be
like
really creepy and take photos of her.
Yeah, so weird
without consent.
So weird.
So now the old man. This is like when the movie like, hey, we're gonna kick into like that wild gear. Is when he sees all the birds and he's like, the birds are waiting like an army. And it's like
they really
wow,
were.
This is gonna be pretty friggin' nuts.
They really were waiting like an army. I mean, that's a good way to
Yeah.
put it. I mean, and again, that's pretty like again that's intense, right? When you have animals like Planet of the Apes, and they're like plotting and they're like getting together, like what, like you always question like what do animals say to each other? Like,
Yeah.
what, so these birds like they literally are like spread out and like meeting like an army, and they're just waiting. They're waiting for that moment. Yeah.
Well, they're waiting for Scout. And they're waiting for.
I
the
fast forwarded.
family.
I all I saw was one peck. I'm like, I'm out. I'm not watching
Ah.
it. Did you watch the whole thing? You watched the whole attack?
Yes. I have
So
to.
did they show a lot of the dog? First of all, did the dog yelp?
Well, yeah, no, he definitely yelled. But the whole thing was again, the older sister was supposed to be watching the
Yeah, I know,
younger
I know.
sister, and then Scout went out to get the younger sister.
That's when I knew. All right, Scout's not coming
You're done,
back.
man.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
So you watched the whole attack?
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of movies would have had like just a dead dog there. Like did they find the
it's not a real
dog?
dog.
I don't know about that. This was made years ago. They might have used a real dog. But like in the movies, a lot of times in the movies, listen, I rarely have ever seen an animal like die on screen like that. And a lot of times, like if they if like a crazy neighbor kills the cat or whatever, you see the dead cat. Like you don't see the attack on the cat. They're showing you the birds pecking at the dog.
I know. But how about when Scout grabs the hawk at you thought the hawk was gonna be the one to kill Scout like right away?
Well, I didn't see one of those I didn't see it. I fast forward.
So there's this hawk that is eyeing him up, and I'm like, a friggin' hawk. So we had crows, pigeons, seagulls, hawks, and you see this hawk like look at him, stare, go into attack, and you're thinking, oh my god, this is how he's gonna die. He catches it, has it in its mouth, like
oh really? Oh my gosh,
throwing it around, and then it's like the other ones come and all attack him.
What would be
worse? He gets out there just in time.
What would be worse if the Scout, because he died by the birds being pecked to death, or if they all banded together, picked him up, and then just dropped him?
Wow, that'd be part of our comedy movie. I know that's not funny.
Oh wow, that's real funny, Doug.
But that'd be a funny bit. The birds are, hey, let's live this thing like an old cartoon.
But so you see Scout die, like pecked to death.
Yeah, well, he's just getting pecked. It's like it looks like a pillow on the ground. It's not like the best fake looking dog. It's getting pecked, and then he runs out, grabs the real dog. They show the real dog.
How can you watch that?
I'm watching the movie. What do you mean? It's not. I know it's not real. It's like watching somebody get stabbed.
I can't watch an animal die in a movie, even if they're dying off. I won't watch Marley and Me. You watch Marley and Me?
No, I haven't seen it.
But you have no problem watching it?
Oh, you just spoiled the movie for me.
I didn't see it.
Marley dies?
I didn't see it. You know that Marley dies. I've never seen it.
I didn't know.
I won't watch a dog's purpose. If a dog's going to die, I mean, I saw What Dreams May Come. You saw that, right? With Robin Williams,
yeah,
where everybody dies in a movie. I'm going to spoil for you. Everybody dies in a movie, including the dog. They all run around in heaven. I mean, that movie was depressing. I mean, it does have a happy ending, but like the fact that everybody meets in heaven and they're all over the place and they have to find each other was insane. Insane. Even the dog.
Would like spoiling a movie, like if you're waiting in line to see like Billy Madison and somebody said, hey, asshole, enjoy this stupid movie. Yeah, he ends up graduating school and like gives you that ending. It's like, all right. For comedies, it doesn't matter, right? Like if you went into a comedy and heard the ending, would that affect that?
So your big like reveal of a spoiled movie would be Billy Madison graduating.
Not a big reveal. No. I'm just saying.
Well, it is a big reveal because that's like the big reveal is the spoiling of a movie, right? Like if there's no big reveal, you really can't spoil a movie, right? So
that's what I mean. So in Billy Madison, that's not spoiling the movie.
That's what I mean. Like that's not like I'm saying like there's got to be a comedy that has a big reveal that all right, that's spoiling the movie. Like if there's no big reveal, then the movie's like Departed. I'm not going to say anything about that. There's
Ace Ventura, you could kind of ruin it.
Correct. That would ruin it. That's correct. That's a comedy that is a big reveal. It's a big reveal.
Tinkle and Einhorn. So now the birds again. What do we see in the scene before this? They're prepping. They're putting in the nails. They're doing the board. These birds are getting way too easy. There's a ton of birds in there, and then we get to the point, dude. Again, to go to my kind of like joke in my head, like, oh, this is gonna be like getting crazier and crazier. It does. They're breaking down doors,
and they're going to the lighthouse now, right? Isn't this like also they're going to the
the lighthouse is right after he dies. Right after this, but this is when they're like flying through the doors and getting in.
Yeah,
it's like wow, dude. Windows, I get
going through they're breaking through the wooden doors. I mean, like I mean, and again, like they're like I don't know, like what do you? Okay, you didn't leave. Now you have these birds. Like, what do you do in a situation? How about like again, maybe hide. I mean, like, are they that good that they're gonna find you? Go in the closet. They're not gonna search the closet. They're staying out in the open. Or I think he tells them, go and I'll take care of this, something like that. Like, but like, okay, yes, they're fine. They're breaking in, but like, I would imagine if you tried to hide somewhere and not a bed because they get under there, but if you all go into a cupboard or a closet or like something, they're not going to find you.
No, they wouldn't.
So. Unless they have
nobody hides in anything.
Nothing.
Good.
Nothing. It's always out in the open. And the one time they do use their head, which of course the birds got through anyway, was when they were in the boat. Because I'm immediately saying, why are they not going like underneath in the water underneath the boat? Like that's like like and they finally do.
They
but
listen to you.
Yeah, they listen to me, but but again, the birds can get through that too.
But dude, when the guy dies in the lighthouse, that's pretty rough. But then I'm like, dude, you could have like barricaded that top level and stayed in the bottom for a night.
Yes.
Like he noticed all the birds and he was still just standing there. Then he gets pecked out. Oh no. And then he gets tossed over and the mayor's gonna like call the death a suicide.
Yes. Well, again, the mayor is totally Jaws mayor. Like, yeah.
For who? Nobody's coming there.
Who elected him mayor? First of all, this guy. I mean, like he seems like an awful mayor,
He's
an
family
awful
of
doctor.
5, so that's like one.
They're probably all family
on
on that island. They're family of 8 on the entire island.
They're all related.
They really are. Oh man.
Oh man. So now we get oh dude, how about how sad he is at the funeral? Do you remember what the dad says at the funeral?
Well, they're burying they're burying the dog.
They're burying Scout.
Yeah.
They're like, I forgive you for the 2 days that you ran off when Joanna was born. And he's like, I'm like, wow, this is like they're going for it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Scouto. Right. What if they sang Scouto while crying? Oh my God. That'd have been the comedy.
So let me get this straight. These girls saw a dead body, a dead bird, then multiple dead birds, then a dead dog. Immediately get in the car. Like they're waiting for the ferry, they said. All right, so how about like drive out of this area? There's got to be an like it seems.
Get in the car.
It seems like the bird. Well, the birds could probably break the window, and they're doing everything else.
Yeah, they pop the tires.
It does seem like the birds.
K9?
Oh, see,
like Jerry Lee.
Oh, these birds could pop the tires. That's but it does seem like the birds are staying in one area. So get in a car and go across to the other side of the island.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But why? Why can't they go? What did the birds do? They've been cutting phone lines. What's the next level thing that you think like, no way? He looks under the hood and there's a fried bird. It fried the engine. How did it fry the engine? Dude,
it wasn't running.
I know.
And what? The bird was given a kamikaze, assignment. Listen.
The other bird was like, I'm gonna start it, okay? And you're gonna fly into it, man. We need you. An old bird.
So the car wasn't started. So do we have to assume the birds hot wired the car, started it, fried the engine, and then because how else would it? Yeah.
Or the bird electrocuted itself and was quick enough from biting the line. It went into.
But when it was the car was off the entire time.
I know.
Unless
I love that he grabbed the bird. He actually grabbed the bird and then still tried to get it going.
Once again, with his bare hands. Like at this point, he's got to be numb to like these dead animals because he keeps doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's so sad for him when they're like, "Go ask Carl. We need help," and then they run over there, and then he's like, "Oh." It's like, oh man, that's rough. It was his buddy. They became good pals. And then right now is like when the birds are all in the downtown area where we do see the other 15 people, and you see Frank. He starts like shooting this because remember he got like famous with some shot like National Geographic because even Ted knew his work. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen your stuff," and he's like, "Oh great, Fred." But
did he call him Fred again? Like, did he call him Fred?
No, I think he only did that.
Oh my gosh,
I just love that whole line.
That'd be funny.
But so what the hell? So this is when he's starting to shoot everything. This is where we see a lot of the fake digital birds that are like superimposed that don't look too good.
But did he think that shooting the one shot at a time when you have 1,000 birds out there are going to do anything?
Oh yeah. Well, you're talking about when they get guns?
Well, just in general. I mean, you're talking about the photo shooting.
I was talking the photographer.
I thought you were
he's trying to get all those great photos, and then he gets killed.
Yeah.
But how about what the mayor doctor says? They just need a attitude adjustment.
So kind of what I was just saying. Like, did they really? There's 1,000 birds there. What are like one shot, shooting at these birds are going to do? Like, they had no chance. Like no one in this town had a chance.
And I love that right from there is when everybody's trying to leave and hightail out of there. And he starts like ripping them, right? He's like, "Oh, you're leaving this town? No, we don't want you to come back." And then, dude, this is where we do get some really great deaths. This is like almost piranha level.
Well,
Like we see one.
now becomes all hell breaks loose right now.
Oh, dude, like a bird fly. What does the one bird do? It like flies through the windshield into the guy like driving or
Well,
something.
yeah. No, it went right through the windshield. Yeah. That's why I said
The mare
before.
dies?
Oh, they all die. Does Tippi die?
I don't know. I don't think is she there in the
No,
scene?
she is because she's helping them.
Oh,
Because I think
I don't remember her
they do
dying.
go to her. They do go to her shop, unless she's with them when they were trying to. No, she wasn't because she wasn't.
Oh
in that
yeah,
boat.
no, I think she's with them.
No, but she wasn't in the boat though with them. She stays back.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't remember if she died or not. I just remember one guy like spewing a ton of blood. It like went into his chest, and he was like spitting up blood everywhere.
Yeah. So, why did the husband stay back when they went on the little boat?
The husband, why did he stay back?
Yeah.
I have no idea. And how about like when they didn't put the gasoline away, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be bad. Like that's a lot.
How about the fact that the ferry was leaving with not a lot of people on it?
I know.
You have a small island. I mean, this is like, it literally was not waiting for anybody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I remember how many people died because of this scene?
Yeah.
Because he shoots the flare.
Yep.
Was it Ted that shot the flare, or was it a rando character that we didn't see? That we just met?
No. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think it was Ted.
I think it was a random person.
Yeah, it was.
They took the flare out not knowing the gas was there.
Yeah.
Shoot the bird, and the bird dies and falls to the water, and then you see the flare.
Yep.
Oh no, the bird is on fire, hits the gas, and then it just like burns all the people that are on like the pier.
Oh,
like,
that was insane. Yeah,
that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I totally forgot
happened.
about that. The bird on fire. Oh my gosh, you're right. Again, it was like almost like another kamikaze kind of thing. Like, like he's like, all right, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna take out the rest of the people on this pier.
Wow. Yeah, and then like you said, they kind of like rush the end of the movie because that happens, and then the husband starts like staring down a few of the birds, and then this is when the boat, they jump out of the boat. He tells them to get out.
Well, the mayor, when he was swimming, remember when he was swimming?
Yeah.
He wasn't moving anywhere.
I know. He looks like the mayor of Toronto, Rob Ford. That's who he kind of looks like. He's very like, or the guy.
Boss Hogg. He looked like Boss Hogg.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, like, he was floating in, like, he jumps in the water and he was like literally just like doggy paddling, but not moving. He wasn't going anywhere. Like, yeah. So
he was like a cork floating in the.
How did he die?
I forgot. I forgot.
Isn't it? And that's
there
probably
was
a big
so
death.
many of them.
Yeah, I know. Because after this is when they're in the boat and they flip it over.
They flip it over. The birds start like pecking into it,
right?
And then they just start leaving.
Yep.
Right.
But let me see. She doesn't. I have the boat flips. Yeah, was he in the boat? He wasn't in it? Was he in there at that point?
No, he was instructing them to jump out of the boat.
So why wasn't he with them?
I don't know why he was in the
forgot.
boat.
Yeah, see, we forgot too.
Sense.
So yeah, so what? Right after this, right when they,
because it's not like he took the nozzle out and put it back.
No,
it was left there.
Yeah.
No, maybe he got knocked out of the boat beforehand.
No,
because he wasn't on the dock because he would have died.
Yeah, no.
Maybe he jumped in the water then.
No, he told them to go. I guess maybe it wasn't enough room or something. I think he said, "I'll meet you." I don't know. Listen, he also was the one that stayed back in the bedroom while they all left. So who knows what he was trying to do?
He's not very smart.
But literally, like as soon as like they come back ashore, the birds just just leave. They just fly away, and that's the end of the movie.
And then we get the line of they're headed for the mainland.
But so like there was there's nothing like good about this ending. Like even like for the good guys, like. Like we didn't get any like closure. Like it was just like, all right, they're just getting up. They did their job, and now they're gonna leave and they're gonna do somewhere else. Like what a stupid ending. Like they couldn't come up with something else. Like they couldn't like, hey, listen, let's get all the birds to fly into this barn, and then we're gonna light it on fire. Like like trap them in there or something. Like something like that. And then you see one bird at the end didn't go in there, and he's the one that goes back to the mainland. Like again, like now you have again something where like at least the
bird opens its eye.
So something like just the good guys get something. They were like, I feel like the people didn't get any satisfaction in this movie. A lot of deaths, and then the birds leave. Stupid.
For that's Birds 2, Land's End. Jamie, even after Target, you don't think somebody should watch this?
No.
This wouldn't be like a good beer and hang out watch movie and make fun of?
Not at all. That's it's funny. I think it's an awful movie. Um, but and again, we've done a lot of awful movies.
No,
Well,
maybe like 3.
this year alone, I think outside of maybe 2 movies, they've all been awful.
But this movie isn't on the most
No,
awful.
no. I mean, there's awful.
This isn't in the 10 worst. Easy, I don't think so.
After all these years, no, probably. It's. I mean, listen. There's a lot of movies battling for 10 in the top 10. We have a lot, and it'd be interesting to go through all the movies we've done and find the top 10. We got to do that one time, maybe. I think it'll be tough to find like the worst movie like that we've done. But you know what?
Son of the Mask or Mirror Mirror 3.
Maybe, not even Son. You know what? I'll take Son of the Mask higher. I think it's higher because it does have like the nosy neighbors and all that stuff. Like it has like stupid, like I think I'd be. You know what? It would be almost like we got to do that thing. Top 10.
We should do that. We'll do that
movies.
For the end of the year. The look back. We'll
top
do
10
top 10
worst and top 10 best that we've done. And I think
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be coming up on 400 episodes. I think if my math's correct, before the end of the year. So maybe then we can do some kind of look back at the 10 worst sequels we covered over.
It'll be interesting to see if we have
7
them.
years.
Yeah. So to answer your question, no, there's no need to watch this movie. Watch the original. And the original is probably dated, but watch it because it's a classic. This movie has nothing to do with the original. And it's just bad. It's just not. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I would definitely not recommend somebody watch this movie. But I do love the attempt at taking an old Hitchcock movie. I'm telling you, after Psycho 2 worked, I'm really shocked no one else tried it. I guess unless maybe I'm sure people wrote treatments to try to do it. Like it's not like you can. I know they did Rear Window with Disturbia, and they did Hey, let's do it in a suburb.
Yeah, but that's not continuing. Psycho 2 continued, which was
no, I know. But
even though
there were like no way to do that.
They made like 5 Psychos, by the way.
They got to 5 or the 4?
I don't know. Well,
we've done 2 and 3.
We did 2 Psychos already.
Yeah, we did. We did them back to back.
I thought we only did 1 Psycho. Wait,
we did it during. It was like during the strike, and we didn't have people.
Oh wait, so one was like
Halloween.
One was the football players, and one was the greasy guy, or the same one.
Jeff Fahey is in the third one.
I don't like Jeff Fahey. I've reached out to him multiple times. He reads my stuff and he doesn't answer.
And the girl was somebody in that scene too, but he was a real creeper.
Yeah.
But the second one, remember the second one was really good.
What? That's the one with Dennis Franz, right?
Yeah,
okay,
that was the one that was like, wow, this is actually a really good movie.
It was good. No, it was good. I don't remember the third one.
Third one was because of the backlash of the second one, the ending. The third one was like really corny because that's the one when remember the cops were like, we want to talk to you, and he's like, what do you want to talk to me for?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Acting very weird. That was that was very weird. And the girl with the briefcase.
Oh, the girl staying with him was a good girl. Okay, okay. Ugh.
Oh, and then she became like a big actress. I remember us looking her up. But
no, you know what? I want to say there might be 4 and 5. I think there's 2 more.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, well.
So we have to cover them one day. But so no, I would recommend watching this movie. But what's really cool is the timing of this. It's not going to be perfect timing, but pretty close. So the next sequel we're going to be covering is Tron Legacy, which is really cool because I've never seen it. I really enjoyed the first Tron because I love the dude.
Yep.
Jeff Bridges.
I try, I don't think I ever saw the whole thing of the original Tron. I tried.
I love the girl in it. The girl from Caddyshack.
Oh yeah. But I tried recently. It is very dated. And
100%.
Very dated. So like it was hard to get into. And so like Tron Legacy really is going to be it's the second, it's not the third one, right? It's the second Tron?
No, the third one comes out 10/10.
Right. Okay. So it might be a challenge to like understand the whole because I know something that happens in the second one, kind of like this, whatever, but like I think it's gonna be like this is like going in blind.
Yeah.
So
no, it would be cool.
Yeah, okay.
And for it, I talked with an actor who has such a great sci-fi career and all around some wild, really cool roles. Conrad Coates out of Toronto, a Canadian guy. I love always talking Canadian actors, and his journey was great. Talking about early on working on those shows that everybody like Kung Fu, Forever Night, Trial and Error. Even had like a really small part in Car 54. Where are you? And then he started doing some really cool video game voices in like Resident Evil for Resident Evil 2. And dude, then he's on some big shows, dude. I'm not like the biggest sci-fi fan, but he was on Defiance. He was in X-Men Apocalypse, which is pretty cool, and Star Trek Discovery. So he's big in the sci-fi realm, and he loves that. He loves being in that role because anyone can play any type of part. And now he's crushed it. And he was on Fargo. So he talked about like working with John Hamm, and he talked about his Coates and Company's acting school, giving back and teaching actors how to do self tapes and stuff like that. So yeah, Conrad was a blast. So that'll be a lot of fun. So don't forget to review, rate, share our podcast, follow us on all social media at Sequels Only, and don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.